Hi everyone! I decided to do an intro with coloring because I kind of felt awkward just staring at the camera and talking about ourselves for a while. So I thought this would be a little bit more interesting and a bit easier for me because this is my first time ever making a YouTube video. So I hope you enjoy it and get to know ourselves a little bit more. I'm making a peacock. This is what I'm drawing, and this is the coloring book I'm using. I got it a very long time ago, and I've never opened it. I got it from Walmart, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. My name is Camille. I am married. I have a husband, his name is Jamal, and he will also be in future videos. We're both 25 years old. We're both from Wisconsin, and he is in the military, so we have moved about like twice now. We both started in Wisconsin, and then he moved to Louisiana as his first like base sort of thing. And then I moved after we started dating. I moved there to Louisiana for a year, and we lived there, and then we moved to California after we got married, and we stayed there for about 3 years on a military base, and it was okay. It was pretty cool. Definitely would not want to live in California again, but it's very beautiful and very nice. It's just super expensive, like really expensive to live there. And then he used to be in aircraft maintenance. He was in NDI, which is non-destructive inspection, I believe. And then he wanted to have a career change. So he went from doing that, and now he is a Air Force recruiter. And we just moved recently to Georgia. So that's where we are right now. We're in Georgia. Thankfully, I have a cousin that lives very close nearby, like 30 minutes away. So we stayed with them while our apartment was getting ready and while all of our stuff was being shipped out over here. And we drove from California all the way through the country to Wisconsin. I mean, we visited his family and some friends that still live there. And that was about a 30-hour drive. And we did it in like 2 days, I think. We took turns driving and stuff like that, but it wasn't terrible until like the very end. We had some car troubles, but we made it in one piece. And then we got to Georgia, and we stayed with my cousin for a little bit, and yeah, then we got our apartment, and that was a whole stressful situation, but that was about 2 weeks ago, and it's been pretty fine since. We just moved, or I just put everything kind of where it was supposed to be a few days ago and finished up with that. My mom came and stayed with us for a little bit to help us out with groceries and stuff like that. So it's very nice and very helpful to have her here with us. And I'm trying to decide what the colors I want for this peacock. But yeah, I have always wanted to make a YouTube channel. I always thought it was really cool. I watch a lot of vloggers and just people and different channels on here. My favorites that I've been watching are, I've been watching Casey Holmes. She had a makeup channel, or she has one for like a super long time, and I've been watching her for like 10 years, I think, like super long time. But I also follow her vlog channel and her super adorable kids. And I also watch the Ballinger family. They're super entertaining to watch if you're into like family style channels. And I also watch not recently, I've been watching them since on TikTok. But I think her name is Hannah Sims. I think that's her last name. It was Hannah and David, and they're dating, and they're super funny and really cool to watch. And they watching them kind of just like doing their everyday stuff, like kind of made me want to like actually start the channel. And then my husband was like, do it, just get a camera. So we did that. We bought a camera and we bought the chips and batteries and everything I need. And yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the flowers on here and then work on the peacock. But yeah, if I just wanted to have a channel, thought it'd be cool. Gonna give it a try for a little while and see how it goes. This is mainly going to be just what I do every day. I cook a lot and I clean. And I go to the gym and we weightlift. And yeah, we don't really do like we don't really have like a crazy lifestyle or anything, but I always found it entertaining to watch other people's lives. Even when they're not doing anything crazy and fun. So I thought, why not? If I can do that too. Even if it'll entertain only 10 people, that's okay. But yeah, so basically our routine so far has been waking up. I make my husband, his name is Jamal, if I didn't say that before, I make him his breakfast while he gets ready for work. And I usually make sure all of his things are set up the night before, like his wallet and his keys and stuff like that. I make his lunch the night before, which I will probably record in this daily one. Excuse me. And then I make his breakfast, he eats it, put all the dishes away into the sink, and then once he's out the door, then I like brush my teeth, get ready in the morning, stuff like that. And then I make myself breakfast, and then I kind of see what I have to do for the day. Normally that's around, when I'm done getting ready, it's around like 8:30 in the morning. It just depends when he has to leave for the day. This is also like very new for him, like he just started going to work regularly yesterday? Or last week? I can't even remember. But this is all pretty new for him too. So our schedules might change and it might fluctuate, but for right now we do have like a little schedule going on. So yeah, depending on when he gets ready and leaves, then I get ready, and then I make myself breakfast, and then if I have to do laundry or cleaning, I usually try and get that out of the way right away so that I don't have to do it later. And then like yesterday I did some cleaning, vacuuming, took the trash out this morning actually. That's when I took the trash out. I cleaned our bathroom, did all the laundry, stuff like that. And then I have to go through, I just got a new pantry because this apartment did not come with a pantry. A little annoyed about that. But our mom was very gracious and got us this cabinet that works pretty well, so I gotta sort through that. And then the only thing we really have to do for this apartment is get shoe racks because we have a lot of shoes for some reason that we don't even really use. So we're gonna have to get shoe racks, and then once those are done, then the apartment will be pretty complete. It's not a bad apartment. We didn't really have the luxury of coming here ourselves beforehand because we were in California. And so we thankfully got a renovated unit. Renovated. And so we were like the first people to live in this unit after it's been renovated. So it has like new carpet, the new kitchen, new counters, new bathroom. The only thing they didn't renovate was the bathtub. And we found a couple things that weren't even working when we got here. So that was fun to deal with. And thankfully the ladies at the office are very nice. They're super nice and very helpful. So even though it was a lot to deal with, they worked with us very well. And yeah. So I don't even know where I was going with that story, but after I'm done with cleaning and stuff like that, it'll be like around noon, and I'll make myself lunch if I'm hungry. Otherwise, I start cooking for the day, so I'll cook our dinner, and then I'll make extra for his lunch, and then normally I'll like prep some stuff for the next day. We used to meal prep. I would prep maybe for like 3 or 4 days worth of food. But we kind of found that that doesn't really work for us anymore. It used to, but I like making like a home cooked meal like fresh the day of. Like if 1 or 2 days goes by with leftovers, that's fine. We don't mind that, but after about the 2nd or 3rd day, it's kind of like, eh. And I know that's very, some people don't have that luxury, but for us, that's what works. And that's what we've been doing. I'm sorry, my nose is really runny, but yeah. Also, if I stop talking, I might just play some music in the background while I do this. And also sorry if you hear people talking, because we have neighbors and people, and there's someone leaf blowing outside. But yeah. If anyone does end up watching this and gets this far, it'd be really cool if you could let me know what kind of content you would like, or maybe questions you would like me to ask, because after I'm done doing everything for the day, I don't really have much to do, so that's why I thought I would make these videos. And then I remember I had this, so I thought it'd be cool to color and for just people to watch, and I can answer questions while I do this. So yeah, that's kind of our situation. I didn't go blow my nose. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back now. And I realized I wasn't wearing my ring this whole time, and I thought I was. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, that's sort of where we are at the moment. He's at work right now. I think it's like 2 o'clock right now. I have some fish defrosting, so we're gonna have fish tonight for dinner. But yeah, so normally he gets back around like 5 p.m. I think from his drive from work. And then we'll have dinner. He'll game for a little bit. He does stream his video games. His name is Skirt Off, and I'm pretty sure his icon is I think his name is Ichigo. Yeah, the dude from Bleach, the main character from Bleach, but with his mask on. Why are they so loud? I'm just gonna play music while this dude does his thing. Okay, I think he's done leaf blowing. That was so loud. I think they're blowing out the leaves from our hallway outside. But anyways, a little bit about ourselves. We both grew up in Wisconsin, about an hour away north from Milwaukee. We both were in the same graduating class, 2014. Can't believe it's been that long, does not feel that long. But funny enough, we did not know each other at all. We knew like of sort of each other, but we were not friends. We did not talk. Apparently we had a math class together. He sat behind me, but I did not know that. And then once we graduated, he went to BMT, that's basic military training, for the Air Force, and then I went to Stevens Point, which is a university in Wisconsin. And I went there for 2 years and decided, well, actually, I went there and then we started talking online, him and I, in early 2015, and he added me on Snapchat and then messaged me, and we started talking, and I was like, man, this guy's cool, and I really like him. And then we started dating like the last day of April, I think it was. So we started dating in 2015, and then after that, I did 2 years at Stevens Point, and I kind of realized I did not like going to in-person college. Excuse me. I didn't like going to an in-person college. My mental health was terrible, and I wasn't having fun, and I was super upset because I didn't know what I wanted to do in college, and I didn't know what to do. I talked to my cousin who lives here, and she was doing a program called Human Development and Family Studies. I'm pretty sure it was the program she was doing, but I knew I wanted to work with kids because I loved being a nanny. I used to be a nanny back home and for a few other families. So I talked to my mom because she still lived back in Wisconsin, or we're still in Wisconsin. She still lived back in our hometown. So I talked to her and I was like, Mom, I don't like being here anymore. I would rather just go home and do like online school and also work at the same time. I'm not in focus. Why am I not in focus? There, okay. So yeah, I talked to my mom, decided that the best option for me was to go back home, and so I applied to UW Stout, and I got into their Human Development and Family Studies program, and I did that. I was in that program for I think a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So that was started in 2016, I think. And then in 2017, I moved to Louisiana to live with my now husband, but then boyfriend. And that was fun. Louisiana, we were in the northwest kind of corner in Shreveport. Or Bossier City, however you say that. It was definitely a culture shock because Wisconsin is very different than Louisiana. But the food was really good, and most of the people there were pretty nice. And we lived there for a year, and then we got married June 22nd of 2018, so a year later we got married. And then a few months after that, in October, we moved to California because his, oh my gosh, they're so loud. Hopefully you can still hear me. We moved to California because his 4 years were up at Louisiana and he wanted a base change. So we were gonna either go to the Air Force Base in Arizona because I have my brother is in Arizona, and he had a friend that went to Arizona ASU too, so we're gonna go there. But they placed us at Travis Air Force Base in California, and it was nice. The base was super nice. It was pretty nice, and we lived in a duplex house, so 1 story. And it was pretty nice. I'm deciding what color to do. We're going to do this one. The base was pretty nice. Much more modern and updated than the one in Louisiana. But we liked it there. It was fine. It was just very expensive, like I said before. California is just expensive in general. And then we spent 3 years there. I had a family dog that was living with my mom back in Wisconsin. His name was JJ. Like 2 letters, JJ. He was like my best friend. And my mom actually ended up moving to Puerto Rico. That's where we're from, we're Puerto Rican. Because she's living with her parents to help take care of them because they're getting pretty old. And my grandpa has Alzheimer's. And so I was like, well, you can bring JJ here because I would love for him to live with us. And I think it would be pretty cool, and I don't want him to overheat in Puerto Rico. So she brought him to our house, and he lived with us for, wow, I think he lived with us for over a year. Like a year and a couple months, I think. But unfortunately, he passed away in September of this year, 2021. And he was just getting pretty old. He was 12 years old. He was a long-haired miniature dachshund. I don't know if he was supposed to be miniature because he was pretty big. Not big, but he was also pretty long. But he was getting pretty old. He had a heart murmur that was getting worse. And he was, towards the end, I kind of knew something was going to happen because he was getting like sick more consistently and was like throwing up his food and just did not look like his normal self and wasn't really acting like himself. But that was something I knew that was coming, but also didn't really know it was coming that soon. And it was the worst feeling in the world. But we grieved and we processed it, and his ashes are actually up on our fireplace mantle in this really pretty box. And yeah, Still love him, still think about him. I was literally just watching videos about him the other day. But he was just the sweetest pup ever. But yeah, so my husband actually didn't grow up with any pets at all, like nothing. So living with him was kind of like an introduction to having a pet. And so we're thinking about getting a dog together. I want to adopt a dog. Hopefully when we go to a shelter, like we'll find a dog that will be well suited for us and the place that we live at. He wants to get a big dog. I'm fine with anything. But yeah, don't really know when the time is right to get a new dog after the dog he grew up with passed away, but kind of feel ready. I just want to love an animal just like I loved him, but he will always be my first love because he was our first puppy. We got him when he was 3 months old, so we literally grew up with him. I was going into 8th grade, so I was like 14 years old, and I am now 25. So yeah, that was not fun to go through, but we went through it, and we're fine now. As fine as we can be. And yeah, so he lived with us for a year, and then that was in September when he passed, and then we moved out of that house to come here on October 29th, October 30th, something like that. And then we drove here. We drove to Wisconsin first, like I said, and then we drove here. Drive wasn't too bad. It was just really long. We took shifts driving. But yeah, we've been married for 3 years, and it's been fun. I mean, it's not that much different than dating, because we've always kind of acted like we were married. But being married isn't that much different than dating. You're just call each other husband and wife. That's the main difference. But yeah, a little bit about ourselves. My husband loves to play video games. Excuse me, he plays on a PC, and he also likes to go to the gym and work out. We have what is it? We have a push day, and then a pull day, and then a leg day. And then we separate our leg days into hamstring focus and quad focus. And then we have a rest day. So it's 3 days, rest day, 3 days, rest day. And then we'll sometimes sprinkle in some cardio and like ab workouts and stuff like that. But it's mostly weight training, and then I track his macros, like his calories, protein, carbs, and fat for the day. I sort of do that with mine too a little bit, just to make sure like I'm staying on track, but I'm not super strict about it. I kind of eat in with my intuition, because I kind of already know like what I can and can't eat. But yeah, we also like to watch people stream on Twitch, and we like to watch movies, and we like to go out to eat. For myself, I don't mind going to the gym. It's like okay for me now. I used to not like it, but now I'm getting stronger, so it's way easier to lift stuff, and it's a little bit more fun when like you can actually lift stuff without like feeling like you're dying. And I basically just kind of like take care of everything here, and I cook. I like cooking. I mean, I genuinely like cleaning and cooking. I always have. Well, cooking, my mom used to cook when we were at home, so I had to learn that on my own when I moved to Louisiana, which was fine. It was pretty easy to pick up on for me. But I like cleaning. I like organizing. I like doing all that stuff. Oh, excuse me. What else do we like? Oh, we like to watch anime. My husband got me into anime because we weren't really allowed to watch that kind of stuff. And like the most anime thing that we would ever watch would maybe be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or like Avatar. What else? I don't know, like cartoon shows like that are probably anime. I don't know. But then he started watching it and I was like, oh, what is this? He's like, it's anime. I don't know what we were watching. I think he was watching Naruto. Or Naruto. But then it like grew on me and now I love it and I'm super obsessed and I'm glad I started watching it with him. He started me on the Naruto, like the first one, and then the Shippuden after, and I haven't finished it, but I've sort of watched it when he rewatched it, so I kind of know what happens at the end. Wearing a Bakugo shirt, because I love My Hero Academia. It's one of my favorites. I got him to start watching it because he didn't want to watch it at first, like by himself, and then I started watching it. And after the whole part of like Deku crying and all that stuff and being super emotional, like he got really into it too. So yeah, I liked My Hero Academia. Then we watched, or he had me watch Dragon Ball Z, which was cool. And then I watched Bleach and Demon Slayer, which we've been watching, and we watched the new episodes on Hulu. Love Demon Slayer. I like Bleach, but it's a really good anime, but that's more his favorite than my favorite. We watched the Dragon Ball movies, the Broly one. That one was really cool. What other ones did we watch? Jujutsu Kaisen, that one's one of our favorites. Like, it's a newer one. One of my really good favorites now. And, what other ones do we watch? Haiku is my all-time favorite. Like, that is my comfort anime. I've watched it through and through every single season, like, at least 100 times, like not even exaggerating. Like that was my comfort anime. My husband deployed from October 2020 to May 2021. It's like for 7 months. So I watched that anime a lot. Like a lot, because it just made me happy. And if there are any other haiku watchers out there, we can definitely talk, because I could talk about that stuff forever. I've also watched the Babysitter Club one. What is it called? It's like School for Babysitters or Babysitter School or something like that. That one was super cute. I also watched Kuroko's Basketball. Kuruko, the basketball one. That one is a really cool one, and the movie. I started watching Free. I haven't finished it. And I want to watch the Diamond one, the baseball one, but I can't find it anywhere. And what other ones? I can't really think of any other animes that we watch. I'm probably missing the main ones that we've watched. Right now I'm watching Futurama because I wasn't allowed to watch that show and my husband showed it to me, so now I'm watching it. I personally love shows also like American Horror Story. I watch it with my cousin and we talk about it through text. One of my favorites this last season and the series they did, not the best. Did not like it that much. Just kind of missed the mark for me. But yeah, we watch a lot of things, a lot of random things, but mostly anime. That's like our favorite. Um, oh, we watched oh my god, what is it called? God's Tower or Tower of God or something, where this dude like has to complete this tower of different levels and stuff to like help this girl get to the top. Super good. Really liked it. I think we watched it on YouTube or something, or maybe Crunchyroll. I don't know. Um, but yeah. Trying to think of other ones that we watch. My two favorites are Haiku, My Hero, and Jujutsu, and Demon Slayer. We watched the new My Hero movie in theaters. I think it's, I don't know, I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's the international movie. Very good, really liked it. It was cool because we had the whole theater to ourselves. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we do is we watch anime, we eat together, we go out to eat sometimes, go to the movies if we can. We work out, and then he plays video games. Occasionally we'll go out and do stuff, especially now that my cousin lives nearby, we'll probably go out and do more and stuff like that, but I'm probably just gonna keep drawing. I think I'm running out of space in my camera. But if you guys can think of anything else, or questions, or things you want to know, or we'll probably try and do like mukbangs, because we do like to eat, and we can talk during those too. But I think I want to do more of these too, where I just color and you guys can watch me. And I can talk or answer questions or do whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep drawing and I'll play music in the background. So thanks for listening, and I hope you like the rest of the vlog.